Hello everyone. Now in this session we will start with the demonstration of the function. Here I have written the simple program of the function. The same we will see on the editor. Now here I have written include str.h. My function is not written in anything, so return type is void. Then after my function name is print display. I am not passing any argument to the function and the semicolon. Why we need to put the semicolon? Because function declaration is also the one type of statement only. Within a main, you have to write the print display function. This is known the function. It is a function call. After function call, we need to write the function definition. So we are writing the first line of the function definition is exactly same as your function declaration, which is also known as a function prototype. So I have written void print display is my function name, print display, and the hello world. Now we will save the program and run the program. Here you can say 2 times hello world is printed because here we are calling the same function 2 times. Now we are making the another program. In this program, we need to perform the addition of the two number. So what we will write? Write a function to take two arguments and perform addition of it and return the results. How will you write the program? First you have to write the header file. So I will write. Now this is the comments. I need to finish it. Then after write the header file, include str.h. Then integer main. Within the bracket, I need to write my code. So I want to perform the addition of two numbers. So first I will write the function definition. My function must return the result. It means suppose I am doing the addition of two integer numbers. So it will return the integer. So I am writing return type as an integer. I am performing the summation of two number. My function name is sum. It will take two argument. Means suppose I am do the addition of two numbers. So I will write integer a comma integer b. This is known as a function header or the function first line. Now within the function definition, I will perform the addition of two numbers a and b. So I will simply take one more variable which will store my result. So I will take the variable result which will be initialized to 0. Then after I am performing the summation of two numbers a plus b. So I will write result is equal to a plus b semicolon. I need to return the result. So I will write the statement return result and the semicolon. This is the function definition. Same way, I need to declare my function. If I want to declare my function, I have to use the same syntax, whatever I have written in the function definition. So I will simply copy over here. But instead of writing integer a and b, you can avoid to write this and simply write integer also. But at the end, you have to write the semicolon. Now, within the main, I need to take two values, that is integer a. So I will take the value, suppose integer x and y from the user. I will take the input from the user. So I am writing printf enter two numbers. Then after I will write scanf percentage d, as this is an integer, percentage d comma and person x comma and person y and semicolon. Now these value I want to pass to the sum function. So I will write sum x comma y and semicolon. But this function will return something to me. So I need to store that value into suppose z. So z is equal to, so whatever value this sum will return, this sum function will return, that is a result, that is going to be stored into z. So finally I need to print the value of z, that is sum is equal to percentage d comma z and semicolon. As I use the variable z, I need to declare the variable z. In the last, I need to write the return 0. Now one more point I need to give, that is the here also, see, you can see main is also one type of user defined function. Why it is called the user defined function? Because the body of the main we are writing for our purpose. Here integer is the return type of the main. As you are writing the integer, you must have the return statement in your main. Now we will run the program. Here you can see it is asking for two numbers. So I am writing 12, 23 and enter. You will see what is the output. Sum is equal to 35. Now instead of passing the parameters, two arguments, suppose I don't want to return anything and I want simply print the answer in the function itself. So I will write the return type as a void. Here also accordingly these I have to declare the declaration of the function to be void. As it is not returning anything, it is simply called sum xy. And this printf statement now shifted into the function definition. So instead of return result, we will not write anything over here. And instead of z, we will use the variable now result. Now we will see what happened on the execution. Again, it will ask for the two numbers. I am writing, so you will get the result. But now this printf is not in the main, but it is in the function definition. Coming back to our presentation, now parameters. Here we have passed, in the previous example you have seen that. What is integer? Integer, there are two parameters we are passing to. So what is a parameter? Parameter used in the prototype and the function definition are called the formal parameter. And another parameter types is the actual parameter. So actual parameter are used in the function call are called the actual parameter. Now back to our program, x and y are known as actual parameter because on this actual value you want to perform some operation, and the variable you are using within the function definition or the function declaration, that is a variable a and b, they are known as a formal parameters. Next topics will be the scope of the variable. The part of the program the variable accessible is depend on where the variable is declared. Now there are two types of scope of a variable. One is the local variable and another one is the global variable. Now what is a local variable? The variable which are declared inside the body of any function are called as local variable for that function, and the variable that cannot access outside the function in which they are declared. Now what it means? Suppose I am writing variable x and y. It means this variable x and y are local to this particular curly braces. Means they are accessible only inside the main. If you are trying to access the x over here, suppose I want to print the x over here, I am writing %d and x and semicolon. Now you can see your what type of error your compiler will give you. Compiler will give you the error at the x because x is not the local to the function definition, but it is local to the main. So this is not purpose of the local variable. Exactly similar way, the variable result and variable a and b are the local to this function definition. They are not accessible in the main. Exactly similar statement if I am trying to print in the main instead of x, now I am suppose using a. Now again I will compile the program. You will find the error at this point. You can see this. There is an error that a is a undeclared. Means a is not declared in the main. So this is the local variable. Another one is the global variable. Suppose you require the variable which should be used by the main as well as with the by the sum. So that will be declared outside the main. So I am writing suppose integer sum is equal to 0. So in this case what happened? This sum is accessible in the main as well as it is accessible in the function as well. If sum is declared is 0, I am writing the printf, and here again I am printing the variable sum. In between these operations, suppose I am doing some manipulation on the sum. I am performing sum plus plus and then I am writing the sum. But it is performing after the call to the sum function. Exactly similar way here also, I am printing the value of the sum. So here I am writing sum variable. So we can say, right, we are writing global variable, right? So it will be easy for you to identify what is global, right? So it is a global variable. Here also sum is a global, so I am writing it is a global variable. Now we will see what happened, what output you are expecting when we run this program. Sum, see what is there. Sum is not a function or the function pointer. Sum is redeclared. Why it is called a sum is redeclared? Because it is a function name as well. So instead of sum, suppose I am writing the simple s. Here you can see that it is a enter the two numbers. So we are at this point, enter the two numbers. We are entering the two number 2 and 5, 4, enter. So what is that? Global variable. Why it is a global variable? First it will execute this true statement, then it will call the function sum, then within the sum the value of s is 0 because it is a globally declared as a 0 only. Then it will result as a plus b. So what is our sum result? Sum is 6. Now again after executing this sum function, it back to the main, and in this we are incrementing the value of s by 1. So it will be plus plus. So now s, that is a global variable, will be 1. So this is the main concept of local variable and the global variable. So what is the comparison between the local and global variables? Local variable is always declared inside the function body. Global variables are always declared outside the function body. Local variable is not initialized automatically. Global variables are initialized automatically by 0. Local variables use of are advisable, and to global variable, too much use of global variable make the program difficult to debug. So use with care. Why this is so? Because any function can modify your global variable. So you need to take care that which function is modifying my global variable. Now our next topic is the parameter passing, that we will see in the next session.